All right, great story I wanted to talk about today. Great story. I don't know if you love it or not. I was like, all right. So I wanted to share this story because I think in my head I was like, yo, why the hell do I do these things back then, man? What the fuck, man? I'm like, man, maybe kung fu really did get into my head, and that's all I consume and think about, and so that's become my world, and therefore it become my action. Holy fucking shit! All right, let's talk about this. So back in the day, right? So back in the day, um, so first time I ever, let me see, first time I moved to the other dorm. I mean the other room of the dorm because I didn't want to be in the other room. So that was I would say serendipity, synchronicity type shit. So one of the roommates said there was open room, uh, and I can move in there because one of the roommate I guess moved out, and so I was in the room first time. I don't know if I ever told this. First time in my favorite one of my favorite well before I went in and there was this guy who was playing video games on his Xbox I think, and I think they were always, those guys were always working out with their fucking what he's one of the guy who always work out with his fucking what's that called, a chair, right? So he would work out with his chair, the chair, for his arm, right? So first time going in, and they were black, right? So but they were cool. I love them. I love them. They were cool to me. Uh, though I always okay. So here's the thing. So my new roommate came in, and he was black too. So they're all three of them blacks, right? And he was cool, but then he was like, he was asking me, "Can I fight?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." With my kung fu mind, right? I had a kung fu mind at the time, and so he start launching me or something. We were start fighting, right? And we would start fighting. I was like, "What the fuck?" When in my head, I was like, "Okay, let's," because I was like, "Oh yeah." At that time, I had my mind already in kung fu. I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go. We're gonna fight." And so what ended up happening is I fought him, and then he went to the ground. I was like, come on. I thought it was a challenge because I get scared of shit every time I fight with someone. I always, I'm not good as now, nor I will ever be good. But it was a great, it was fun. I love him. I love this guy, right? So the one who fell to the floor. So I remember, so this is what everybody do. So this is what everybody do who have abs. They have so they're prideful, right? So I remember back in the day in trade or this is trade school or bonus school, whatever, and everybody's prideful, right? Where they're proud of their abs. I was like, I guess they should be, right? So, if they ever work hard at it at all. I mean, if they work hard at all, they should be proud. But if they got so anyway, anybody who said they have hard abs, I was like, all right. And then they would be like, man, I'm a fucking big bully, aren't I? Oh my god, why do I do this? Anyway, so my roommate, I remember very clearly that I would. So he said, if you, anything. What was he said? Anything. Like my heart is. What is he said right? He said, yeah, that's right. I have a hard abs. Nothing can hurt me. I was like, oh really? Let's see what you got. And I'm thinking in my head. I was like, I punch wood, bricks, floors, and then when I punch floors, it would vibrate. Let's see what my iron fist towards your hard abs. So right, so I would punch his hard ab, boom, and then he's like, ugh, ugh, and I was like, are you okay? I was like, oh shit. I was like, I think he like cringed back or something, and I was like, oh shit, I should have done that, right? And then I remember back in there were, I guess the my friends, they were going out to smoke in the smoking porch outside of the dorm, and then my friend, right, my white friend, I guess I don't know why I did that in the first place. Why would I do that? I don't know. So I would punch him in the solar plex. He said I almost killed him or something. Well, I didn't kill him, but he said it hurt. But I'm so dumb. like I remember a lot of things that I did was dumb. I think I think that when you're young, you have a lot of testosterone. I'm so stupid. So I remember back in the day, there was this guy who's really really big, and I remember those nights. And they were, I guess that night they were playing Truth or Dare, and someone dared my friend to kiss me on and they dare, and I was like, no, 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 don't kiss me. I was so scared. I was like, please don't kiss me. And they dare her to kiss me. I was like, no, 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 please don't kiss me. So good thing she kissed me on my cheek, because I was so scared. I almost died. So, but that night there were like a bunch of I think we're on the field, like the grass where people play soccer. Those Ethiopians and Spanish people, right? And I remember at night, there was this big dude, really really big dude, bigger than me. And I don't know why I want to do that, but I thought I was, see, when he's like, all right, I want to punch you, right? And so I thought I was gonna pass out, right? Usually if you knock someone out or whatever, they'll pass out, right? I was so fucking scared. I was like, hopefully I don't get knocked out, right? I always do this, right? I was like, oh man, please don't. So he do this weird like double thing with a fist, and he hit it, like, I was like, fuck, man. Like, people think it doesn't hurt, man, but that shit hurt, man. Like, oh man, I do stupid things, man. What the fuck? I do it. I remember, I don't know, man. I almost died, man. They can take me out, man. I remember back in the days where they had what was it? They had a court, and it was, I think it was for tennis, right? So right after, like we had lunch or something, so we went to the court. So it was the same dude that do like double punch on my chest. I think, I don't know if he punched hard or not, but man, I was so. My friend and I, she was there, so so I guess I try to punch him, and I launch a fist at him. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, he's a tall dude. Like, he's taller than me and bigger than me. You know, those type of body, they can take you down. I didn't even know why he didn't take me down. I was wondering why didn't he take me down. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? In my head, I'm thinking like right now, why the fuck didn't I do that why do I do these things, man? So those are the days where, uh, I don't know, man. Why would I do that? Um, what else did I do that's stupid? Um, I, those fun days though. I can't remember what the hell did I try to do again. That's pretty much it. That's all I got today. I'll see. Oh no. Uh, but one of the hardest I ever punched was my sister, uh, ex-boyfriend. Yo, he got not. That sounded kind of gay, but hard ab. All right, I tried to punch it. I was like, fuck. I was like, maybe my fist, maybe it could be my fist. It wasn't hard enough. So no, man, I don't think his abs is compared to any other like ab I ever punch in my life. Like, what the fuck? No, I don't do this for a living. Okay, I don't punch abs or punch things anymore. Or, well, um, yeah, those days. I remember, I was so prideful where I punched the floor so and it will bleed. I was like, why do I do this? I was like, no, I must do this to get iron fists, because you would see like fucking Stephen Chow, he was in the Kung Fu Hustle, right? Stephen Chow for the Shaolin Soccer, where he's like, he was looking for people to play soccer, so he would find his friends from Shaolin. And there's this guy, right? There's he would be Iron, so Stephen Chow would be Iron Leg, right? And his other friend who work at a bar or something, and he would be Iron Head, right? And then he told his friend he don't want to do it, and but he's like, no, I do this every single day of my life, because he have Iron Head, and his boss would take a fucking beer bottle and fucking hit him in the fucking head. And that's how he got Iron Head, right? So, uh, I guess because I'm fascinated by the stories that kung fu people or kung fu master over the years talk about using their qigong, right? Have you seen those people who are really good at qigong, or like they, I guess they use their energy, and they can focus their energy, and so they won't get hurt, right? They're using their internal energy, and you won't get hurt. So it's like where you see people on uh, YouTube videos where these masters or these students, they would fucking what was it, do like a fucking spear in their throat, and so they would hold it, right? They would hold the spear, and then the people, what was it, they push the, what was it, did they actually push or they push, I don't know. So they would like try to bend the spear, and it would bend, right? And I was like, god damn, they didn't die yet. And yeah, that's yeah, that's the stories of legends of masters. I don't know, man. I could kill though. I could get killed. So I would get killed. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. But I remember those days. Uh, uh, they say that if, what was it? They said if you want, so what's the kung fu people say? Kung fu masters say that you want to hurt their inside, not the outside. You want the inner thing where get hurt, not the outside. So you would develop how to punch them so they would get hurt inside, not on the outside. Well, that's the least, right? Anyway, that's the story today about. Oh, so that's pretty much. I'll see you guys next time.